Yesterday, I took the ITIL version 4 foundation exam and I failed. That's what happened. I kind of pride myself on being completely honest with you guys. Rather it's my fault, rather it's someone else's fault. I want to tell you the good, the bad, the ugly. Especially because at some point, I'll go back and I'll rewatch all my old videos and I'll be able to kind of give myself some advice for next time. And so for this video, I kind of want to talk about the things that happened leading up to me taking the ITIL exam, why the ITIL exam went really badly, and how I'm going to fix that. So let's just get into it. If you guys are new to the channel, welcome. Really for this video, the only thing you need to know is I tried to pass the ITIL exam and I failed, but I am planning on attending WGU in January. And as part of the requirements for getting the degree that I want to get, I have to pass the ITIL exam. So I was trying to pass it early and it just didn't happen this time. But yeah, let's get into it. If you guys saw my last video, by the way, I talked a little bit about ITIL, and if you were paying attention in that video, you'll probably realize that I sounded like I was probably gonna fail, and it's because I really don't like ITIL foundation in general. Like ITIL, the whole concept is fine, but specifically the exam, it's just a whole nother level of annoying to me. But anyway, so what happened last week was I bought Clara Gutter's book. I didn't read a single page of that book. Not a single page. And then I also bought Jason Dion's video series, as well as I bought his whole package. So it came with the voucher to take the ITIL exam, and it came with a free retake voucher. So I did that. I probably watched like maybe 2 hours of his videos before I just kind of checked out, and I didn't watch any more videos, didn't do any more studying. So the reason why I failed the exam is just straight up because I didn't study, but I didn't study for a few reasons. The main reason was just because I wasn't interested in the material. I've told you guys before, ITIL is the one thing, I think I said it in my first video when I talked about the classes and I got to ITIL, I was like, I really don't want to take this. I have taken ITIL version 3 before. I took it in 2017. And when I first took that exam, I failed it by just one question. And that really sucked. But this time I took it and I failed it again. You are required to get 26 questions out of 40 correct, which is a 65%. It may not seem that bad because I got 23 out of 40. So I was 3 questions away from passing. But what that actually means is that I got a 58%. I deserve to get a 58% for not studying. But like I said, there's a couple reasons why. I was really planning on kind of studying a little bit off and on last week. And what ended up happening was on Thursday, I kind of woke up in a really weird position. I'm a very light sleeper. I stay in the same spot pretty much all night. But I woke up in just the weirdest, craziest position. I woke up like, why am I like this? Why am I just contorted all in this weird position? But it made my back hurt. It made my back hurt a lot. I don't have back problems. Maybe I'm getting old. I don't know. But yeah, I was actually in a lot of pain all of Thursday, all of Friday, all of Saturday, and all of Sunday. I actually had an event that I was supposed to go to on Saturday, and I couldn't go because I was just in back pain. So with me being in pain, the thing that I've noticed is that I will sort of purposely not do things to, focus on trying to, keep my mind focused on anything other than being in pain. And anything that isn't interesting to me will not help me to focus my thoughts away from the fact that I'm, kind of hurt. So what I did was I just played video games pretty much every day instead of studying. And I should have studied. So I'm not trying to use the fact that I was in pain to, justify why I didn't study. I didn't study because I didn't want to study. I tried to. I did try multiple times. But the thing about ITIL is so, the study material. The ITIL itself isn't bad. ITIL is fine. But the the ITIL exam is extremely boring. It's dry. It's just not interesting material at all. And this is what I was worried about when it comes to like attending WGU. I knew there would be a few classes that I'm like, I'm really gonna have to motivate myself to get through it. This is the number one worst class. It's only 40 questions on the exam, so it shouldn't be that bad. And realistically, without studying, I got 23 points. I was only 3 points away. So hopefully when I actually study this week, I will pass the exam. But yeah, I didn't study. I tried every single time I tried to study. I got maybe 15, 20 minutes in, and I either fell asleep or I just realized that my brain had shut off and I wasn't concentrating and I wasn't focused on anything that the lessons was teaching me. And so this is something that I need to work on. I know it's something I need to work on, and I will do better for sure. Another issue, and this is also my fault, is you can schedule the exam, I think, up to 4 hours in advance at a minimum. So let's say like it's 5:47 right now. If I wanted to schedule the exam, I can schedule it for 9:47, like exactly 4 hours from now. That's the minimum time that you can schedule it for. So that's what I chose to do on Sunday. I was like, it's getting late. I said I was going to take it on Sunday. Let's just take it. And so I ended up taking the exam at 10 p.m. And when I took it, I was tired. I was already pissed off because I was tired and my back was still hurting and there was a lot of things going on. So I wasn't even concentrating. I want to say I spent like 25 minutes dealing with trying to get their software to work on my computer. And then also the live proctor, I was having trouble communicating with them. So it was a mess. The whole situation was a mess. And ultimately, when I sat down to take the exam, I just didn't care. I just wanted it to be over with. So that's it. I just wanted to be 100% honest with you guys, tell you that I failed it. To be honest, I even if I would have passed the exam, like it's not the type of certification that like for me, it's not the type of certification where I pass it and then I feel proud of myself. Like I feel like, oh yes, I finally accomplished this. I hit a new goal, blah, blah, blah. Like if I fail it, great, I got to take it again. But if I pass it, it's like, good, I don't want to take that ever again. I don't feel like I really learned any new skills or really grew in some way. And I think that's a big reason why I am kind of struggling to take it serious like I need to. Another thing is with me using like study.com and Sophia, those were things that for the most part, I would really consider it like busy work. And I'll talk about more like, project management and organizing and stuff in another video. But to me, that stuff was really busy work. It was stuff, especially the quizzes. I could literally work on the quizzes. And I did this. I'd work on the quizzes while like watching a movie or binge watching something on Netflix or Hulu. It wasn't something that required my focus 100%. ITIL is different. It's an actual certification exam. I have to switch my brain into, hey, you need to take this serious, and I need to really get in and focus and concentrate. And that's something that is not that difficult to do when it's something I'm interested in. But when it's something like ITIL, it's not going to be easy. So I say all of that to say, yes, I failed the exam. Because I have a free retake voucher, I can do it one more time. So I will probably attempt it again on Saturday. I think I'm just going to schedule it for like Saturday morning because I'm most alert in the mornings. I usually take the exams, all my like actual certification exams, I always take them in the morning. So the fact that I took that one at 10 o'clock at night was stupidity on my part because I was tired. But yeah, I will take it more seriously. I will try to study, I'll do what I have to do. I feel a lot better this week anyway. I feel like not just with ITIL, but a lot of other things I wanted to do just didn't get done. Last week was just kind of a whole wasted week, but I am better this week. I'm ready to get back into it. I'm ready to take it serious. So that's what I'm going to do. So for all of you that are, watching and keeping up with my videos, I know that there are some people out there that, you know, kind of say that I like, you know, kind of motivate them to, um, you know, attend WGU or to try to grow in their careers and stuff like that. And I want to say, especially to you guys, don't take the fact that I failed this exam and think, oh, well, because I failed it, you guys would fail it or something like that. Like, I did not study. I deserve to fail. I'm not happy I failed, but I deserve to fail. You know, this is on me, and I will do better, right? I don't want to make videos like this again. I don't want to have to come here and say, yeah, I didn't study, or I studied, but I failed, right? I want to be able to continue to give you guys positive news. I will continue to be honest with you, but I would prefer to bring you guys positive news. So that's what I'm going to work on going forward, is, you know, trying to give you guys better results. There's one more thing too, and it's the fact that from a WGU perspective, I'm not sure what happens from here. If I would have passed ITIL if I would have passed it yesterday, 100%, it would have transferred into WGU, no problem. But when I take it this weekend, it could go either way, right? It should make it in time to transfer into WGU. But I have a question, and if you guys out there know the answer to this, let me know. If not, I think my enrollment counselor is going to call me on Thursday, and I'll ask him, because I have a real legitimate concern and question, and it's around the certifications. So let's say, for example, I know that there's a class called Managing Cloud Security that kind of requires you to get the CCSP, but, you know, so many people failed it throughout the years that WGU created like an internal exam that they can take instead. And I'm wondering, does that apply for any class that has certifications? Because here's the problem. The ITIL exam is one time. Once you pass it, it's a good for life certification. You never have to take that particular version again, and they won't even let you take it again. Even if I'm assuming they won't let you, like CompTIA won't let you take A+ if you already have it. So, if I pass the ITIL exam and I get my ITIL certification, but it doesn't transfer in time to WGU, what happens when I attend WGU? I can't be required to take and pass the ITIL exam again because I would have already gotten it at that point. So does it conflict? Does it mean that I can't take the class? Do I get locked out of that degree? Like, I don't know what happens if you actually have a degree, but you couldn't, if you have a certification, but you couldn't transfer it into WGU in time, when WGU requires you to take and pass it as part of the requirements. It's just interesting. I might be confusing you guys. I know what I'm asking, but you guys may not understand. But I'm just curious what happens in that case. So I will find out. But yeah, the plan is to take the exam again and pass this time. Of course, I will let you guys know what happens, whether I passed or I failed. If I actually passed, I'll be able to give you a better video and say, hey, this is what I used. This is how I studied, blah, blah, blah. Instead of just saying, hey, I failed. So, yeah, that's it. Just giving you guys an update, and I will see you in my next video. See ya.